Hey everybody, we got something a little different today. Got the webcam going. We're going to be playing some Median XL Sigma. The 2.1 patch just dropped. I like to play single player. As you can probably tell from the overlay, we're going to be playing the Amazon. They just got a really big rework for the Javelin skill tree. If you don't know anything about Median XL, it's a it's practically a new game built in D2's engine. There's massive overhauls to progression, complete reworks of all the skill trees for every class. We'll get into this here. See, there's a lot of options on the right side there. New overlay, larger inventory. There's a massive crafting system, tons of new endgame content. This is my favorite D2 mod of all time. Um, it's fantastic. They do a really good job with it. Um, so I'm gonna be playing the Javelin today because it just got reworked. Um, the patch notes weren't too extensive, but they explained what the new skills were. It's mostly been reworked into a physical damage tree, and it used to be a lot of magic damage. I'm pretty sure no one really played Javazon in earlier Median XL patches. Not that I know of, anyways. It wasn't very good. Um, yeah, we got the Javelin. Now, every class is going to have 6 skill trees for each of the main builds. And then there's a mastery tree, which every class shares these passive skills, and then a rewards for their 7th tree. These are special ones that you'll unlock through um, milestones through the game. This is the passive tree. I didn't look too much into the build or what I'm going to be building for gear, honestly. I just wanted to hop right into it. Let's see. Yeah, so this is a melee skill? Powerful strike exposing your enemies. Yeah. 180 weapon damage. Pretty nice. Eviscerate, this is the projectile, which will... Okay. Okay. Um, Interesting. What else? What else do we have? We have our updated screen here for stats and resistances and things. We have magic and physical added, a better thing to show your block chance. Yeah, it's a pretty extensive page to show all the stats. There's a lot to this mod, and if you are brand new, I'm assuming most of you won't be, but if you are brand new to Median XL, just bear with me. It's it'll take a minute. We can just go with regular javelins for now, probably. We have a reroll on the gamble. I don't know that I can even find different javelins right now. I'm not sure what the tiered unique for these javelins is. Also, we have map reveal in here. The early leveling process is massively sped up. We'll set up our hotkeys here. Like Bloodlust on A. There we go. You can see our basic walk speed is actually not too slow. And then we have the ability to sprint. But you can see our stamina down in the bottom. It drains really quick. It's a rework to how the stamina functions. I like it a lot better. When you're running like this, it'll be the standard D2. You lose your defense, I'm pretty sure. So, you're going to get hit more likely, but for fast repositioning. So you don't want to hold it down all the time, but you still move fairly quick without sprinting. So it's not bad. Go ahead and use... every class has a passive ability that they start with. Well, not passive, but they have ability that they don't have to invest any points into and can't invest points into. The Amazon gets Bloodlust here, which increases physical damage, spell damage, excluding poison damage, and there are other ways. Everyone usually wants to use this. It's quite a good thing to have. Is just extra damage. So there are certain uniques that will grant it as well. Thankfully, Amazon doesn't have to worry about that. See, base attack times are also a lot faster to start. The enemy placements for every area are mostly different. Not completely different, but mostly different. Okay, we got our level up. And we're going to take a look. So the skill we're going to start with, Eviscerate. This will be our primary clearing skill, I'm pretty sure. And then Impale will be our single target, if I had to guess. Yeah, I haven't looked too far into the skills, so I'm not 100% sure. We'll go ahead and put Eviscerate on Q and see how this goes. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, I have a feeling this will be our clear skill, and then Impale will be our single target. The early game is going to seem really easy, but it's honestly really well balanced for the end game content. They did a fantastic job with it. It's all about grinding for end game bosses. The standard D2 experience, normal Nightmare Hell, is basically a tutorial in this game. The real game doesn't start till after you've got to Hell difficulty, in my opinion. Go ahead and open a portal here. No need for scrolls. Everything comes pre-identified. And everyone has the town portal spell. Put a portal down, but honestly, it's probably just faster to run.
I hear foul creatures about.
There's a lot more scaling in this as well, compared to what you'd be used to for D2. D2 really, I love D2, and obviously, I'm sure most of you have seen the fact that I'm playing Project Diablo 2 right now as well. But I feel like item options for builds, especially in LOD, are pretty limited. What you're looking for on gear is usually pretty samey. You want skill points. That's about it. Skill points make your damage go higher. Sure, we'll put on a 1-all attribute. We'll pump points into Eviscerate, get this damage up. It looks like it has flat added physical damage. An extra javelin per 5 base levels. And increased percent physical damage per base level. Okay. And it's Javelin Devotion. So what this means, that Javelin Devotion at the bottom, it implies it locks other devotions. So if you look here up at Divine, this one isn't locked out. It's not a devotion. But bow is, spear is, storm is, and blood is. So every Amazon build can invest into the passives, but depending on what of the 5 main build types you're going with, you're locked out of those other skills, just to help with balancing. I don't know. So these are the skills we'll be investing in for the most part. As for mastery, I normally like to go with melee devotion, but it would stop me from being able to use my throw, so I won't be doing this, even though I'm going to be going into melee for my single target, most likely. We'll likely do meditation. I like to drop 1 point in meditation early just for the mana. It certainly helps out. And I'll get into explaining mechanics as we encounter them. Most of the leveling process goes exactly like what you'd expect. There's a lot of new item bases, and the way the way higher tier bases work is different from what you'd expect in normal D2. You can see the Javelin has a 1 next to the name. This is saying that it's a tier 1 Javelin base. So through the leveling process up until Hell difficulty, you'll have 4 tiers of items. The base item will stay the same, but you can find higher tier versions of it or upgrade the tier of an existing item all the way up to tier 4. And then in endgame, there's a 5th tier called Sacred, which can only be had through finding it. So for crafting on them or for finding sacred uniques, they just have to drop. There is plenty of chase uniques to grind after in this as well. I know when I first started playing, I was concerned about the fact that you crafted uniques, which you can do. You craft tier uniques for your build, TUs as most people will call them. Okay. Also, I have my stat points here, and it's most likely going to be all dex for damage if I had to guess for this build. Different boss here for Den of Evil, as opposed to Corpse Fire. Anything here? Doesn't look like it. This is the Amazon Shield, so I will be using one of those. There's a couple different Amazon Shield bases. I'll have to take a look at the bases for Amazon and what their tiered uniques are. There we are. So you can see here one thing. I picked up this ring. Sell value is only 1. You don't get gold from selling items, really. You're just going to get gold from picking up gold like off the ground, and that's basically it. You don't have to worry about picking up items to sell for gold. It takes a lot of that stuff out of the game. Some people don't like that. To each their own, of course. Now let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swap over my display capture really quick and hide the window capture and go. Just so we can open up the Media in Excel game guide, and I can show you guys this. Right on their website, they have some great tools here. I'm going to hop over to tiered uniques. This is going to show you what every base item's tiered unique is and what their stats are at every level. So we're going to come down to javelins so I can take a look here. Fire damage, we don't really want. We want to look for something that has just physical damage. This one has skill levels and max damage and cold damage. Max damage, enhanced damage. Okay, this is probably the one we're going to want to go for. The glaive. Cast Fortress on kill. I'm not big on casting Fortress on kill, but max damage, enhanced damage, crushing blow, strength dex. Yeah, not bad stuff. This adds magic damage. Okay, so it's looking like glaive is going to be the physical damage one we'll want to go with. Potentially, we might want to go for this one for the cold damage. Might be okay, actually. I don't know. Let's take a look here, real quick at the rest of the javelin skills. They're all weapon damage based. and this lowers Phys Res. Adds your crushing blow as deadly strike, but lowers your base deadly strike. Okay. Bonus weapon, physical damage, and poison pierce. I don't think there is a poison one here, is there? This one lowers elemental res. Cast 17 Punishers on kill. That's Punishers is cold damage, I think. Because it doesn't add poison. That's weird. It doesn't add poison damage. Does this? Noxious Mastery. Physical res, move speed, max cure per base level. Cure is one of these. It's one of my ultimate skills. Okay. It adds poison damage. We have Paragon, which adds vitality per gem in your gear. And then this one, Gemling, goes along with it, which adds Javelin physical damage per socketed gem. So there's a physical and a poison build for this. So maybe we want to go with the poison option here. Let's see. Punishers. I don't know what the scaling on Punishers is. So the minus enemy elemental res, that would work for poison, as far as I know, and this gives crushing blow, which we convert, right? Yeah, we turn our crushing blow into deadly strike. I don't know. Perhaps we just re-roll a couple times. I think maybe Glaive is the way to go, but I'm not sure. Maybe Punishers on hit would be cool, or is it on kill? On kill. 30% chance to cast it on kill. Attack speed, max damage, enhanced damage, lower enemy res. We're not going to be going for poison right off the bat. It won't be until we get our ultimate at 50. But we'll go ahead and pick up a Pilum. Yeah, it's some okay stats on it. Now, let's see. I could have done all this off camera, but I thought I might as well show you guys what this is like. Oh, we have Amazon javelins as well that I didn't look at. Oh, wow, these are also fantastic. They require level 10, though, so we'll have to come back. Item level 16. We'll have to come back in a little bit. Maybe we'll go with these instead. Flurry of javelins on kill could be fun. Max damage, enhanced damage, crushing blow, regen mana, fire res, magic find. I like the magic find on these especially. Moon curse. Okay, then we can scroll down to Amazon Helm. Lightning damage, don't care. This we'll want to go with, I think, for the poison build. I don't know if we want to go poison or physical yet. But if you want to go poison, this would be the way to go. Cast Arachnomancy on striking. That one's spell damage. That's on melee. Cold damage. Spell damage. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and put our window capture back and display capture. we'll get into it. Get back into actually playing. Hop on over to the Cold Plains. I am going to go drop 1 point in meditation, just for the mana and mana regen. Magic items, for the most part, are pretty useless, but I don't know, something in me just wants it. Do have 2 skill points still, which, ooh, taking a little bit of damage there. Yeah, I died. That was a lot of damage. What I need to do is take off my shield. What is killing me here? Rakanisha's just tearing me a new one. We'll go ahead and try that again. All dexterity. You want to invest mostly into damage because your survivability is going to come from your gear in the long run. So it's just a waste of stat points. It's quite different in that way from uh, the way Diablo 2 normally works, where vitality is the most important stat on just about every build. Try not to die there. Ooh, Rakanishu, no joke. Yeah, man, he is no joke. Yeah, it'll be a slight damage increase. I'm not even going to take the TP there. Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage yet. Relies on high physical damage on your weapon. This will give me a level up, maybe. Rakinishu, please. Oh my god. Getting wrecked by Rakinishu. Perhaps I go grab some boots. And maybe some armor. Lower his chance to hit me. Okay, there's a level up. Now let's pump points into Eviscerate here. See how our damage has gone. Yeah, it's gone up a decent chunk there. Here we go. Mana cost has gone way up as well, but... Okay, did get a sash here, +1 all attribute. We got our second javelin now as well. We'll have another one at level 10. Okay, we'll go grab the waypoint down here. Grab some rare leather. What do we have here? Strength 28 required. Eh. We'll head up to the underground passage. So yeah, like I said, the leveling process here is going to be very similar until you finish Hell difficulty, which is not, or actually until you finish Nightmare, really. See, which of these is better? Life on melee attack is useless. Man on melee attack. These ones have magic find. I think just the flat damage is better on these. I like the skill so far. Seems pretty good. I am going to go for clearing level 2. Have to redo some muscle memory. I've been playing so much Project Diablo 2, with that season just starting as well. Go ahead and put it on, I guess. Buy a bunch of potions because I know I'm going to need them. Okay. Now, damage seems to be okay for Eviscerate so far. What do we have for our passives? This is for blocking. Grants a bonus for a short time after blocking. Block speed after blocking. Base block chance. Based on character level. Okay. Second wind upgrades it so that we get life regen. That'll be really, really nice. Elemental absorb after blocking. Increase physical resistance. And maximum block chance can't be reduced below 50%. Wow. Need to be 110 to learn that, though. Max level is increased to 150 for this, so it's much higher. Move speed and hit recovery will drop 1 point in. We'll probably put 1 point in each of the passives. I won't be using Ecstatic Frenzy most likely, because it gives you attack speed and magic damage on attacks. I don't really care about the magic damage. It's extra damage, I suppose, but the total character defense 0 sucks. Sucks big time. Although, I suppose with the block stuff that we're going with, it won't be as bad, because we'll be able to block the majority of attacks, right? Because base block chance can't go below 50% eventually. So we'll probably use it for the attack speed, honestly. I don't know. We'll drop 1 point in the shield passive. There's a specific armor we'll be using pretty shortly that those who play Median XL know what I'm talking about, and those who don't, you'll see fairly soon. I wonder how Pierce would work with this skill. Check the boots. I wonder if the javelins pierce, if they would do... I've never really played physical projectile characters, bow or javelin, in Median XL. So I don't even know if there is pierce. I haven't even looked into that. I don't know if it's still in here or not. But I wonder if it would do the AoE every time it pierced, similar to how many Amazon skills work in LOD. Like how Freezing Arrow procs multiple times if it pierces. Oh, clicked off the window there. It doesn't have, obviously, as you can tell based on the setup we have going, we don't have widescreen support like we do in PD2. I don't know if it'll ever be coming, but we have some other... It's weird how there's different quality of life features in each mod. And you'd think they would be in both, but the widescreen has been a thing that's been long requested, but just never done because it would be too difficult. But then you look at other mods and they have the two other big D2 mods, Path of Diablo and Project Diablo 2, they both have widescreen no problem, and they've had it for a while. So I'm not sure exactly what the limitations are on it, but there's other stuff that we have, quality of life stuff that make up for it. Like, I can show off in a second, for example, our stash. we have shared stash. So this is shared between all my characters. They can all access this. This is only on single player, however, and I won't be using too much of this stuff. I have a bunch of random junk in here. I don't know if I have anything for. I have Amazon Blood set, Storm set, Amazon Spear set. I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any Amazon. No, I don't have any Amazon Javelin set. I have the full Barbarian throwing set. So I have a mix of other stuff, and then other items are on other characters. I can always take a look. Got a bunch of random uniques and rares. So I might use some of that stuff just to speed up the process. But so we have shared stash and stash pages, which is something that like, I was talking to Senpai on stream for Project Diablo 2, and he was saying that shared stash tabs are like seem like impossible for them to implement, and they have it here on Meeting Excel. It's not. It's only on single player. There was some issues around it for multiplayer that they just couldn't get working in time. So they're still working on it in the background, and it'll come to multiplayer eventually. But it's one of the reasons I play single player is for the shared stash, as well as zero lag. There's no desync, nothing like that I have to deal with. Make sure to cast Bloodlust every now and again. Got some amulets to drop. We are going to go do Tristram. We have stacking shrines as well, just like the other mods. We can get Impale now, which is our melee single target. I'll drop 1 point in Impale, and I'll start putting points into Eviscerate to get it to base level 10. We can also put Impale here and take a look at it. So our single target, yeah. So it's definitely going to be our single target. I'm sure it'll do better single target DPS. We can take a look. So we also have boss health bars. Come on. Oh, also I don't think I did I don't know if my drop filter's on. Oh, I gotta open D2 stats for that. Should get my drop filter open though. Okay, here's our Griswold fight. Yeah, it's good single target damage. Okay. We'll go free cane, because we're nice. and we'll head back to town. So this is the reason we did that. We got a Kara's robe. It's a great leveling chest piece. You get it in Nightmare and Hell as well, in higher tiers. It can't be upgraded on its own, but you can find the higher tiers in higher difficulties. So we'll be wearing that for a while. Picked up a random scimitar. 43 life, we'll wear that. And this isn't where I wanted to go, actually. We'll go up to our waypoint. So you can see the dark wood is actually dark. We got tower here. We'll grab the waypoint before we head in. Okay, while I'm thinking of it, we should probably invest our stat points there as well. We have a skill point to spend, put it into Eviscerate. I want to get Eviscerate to 10. Then we'll start investing in some passives probably, because Eviscerate will be in an okay place to clear. I think the third Javelin will be where our clear speed gets pretty good. Okay, Eviscerate's at 9. What is going on here? Any better? 15 move speed, 20 life. Damage is already getting pretty good. Ooh. Am I dead? I might be dead here. Oh. Speaking of, perhaps I throw down a portal. Just in case I get one shot here. And yes, the enemies, the assassins, are going invisible. They are invisible until they start attacking you. Spend our decks. Let's see, what does more damage? If it hits, I think the Impale does more damage. I was thinking we could hit once with Impale in order to get... hit once with Impale in order to get the negative physical resist. Because it's a... Yeah, for 2 seconds, lower physical resist. Oh, it's only a % chance, actually. Okay. We'll put another point into Eviscerate here. So that puts it at 10, so 3 javelins. Nice. Some more runes. Let's go ahead and put the runes away. And that's to be it. So we do have our own storage as well, but I'll be using my shared storage for the most part. Let's go ahead and take a look at Geed here. See if we can't gamble up some Amazon javelins. Which we can use the filter here, actually. They are called, let me double check the exact name. Maiden Javelin. Maiden Javelin Tier 1. That work? Did. They should be able to appear, I think. I'm not high enough level. 14. That should be good enough. Warning, I'm just pressing the hotkey. The hotkey is R to re-roll the page. Yeah, it's looking like we can't drop them in gambling yet, or they would have appeared by now. I would think. Okay. Well, we will try again in a couple levels, perhaps. think getting the attack speed up will make this feel a lot better as well. But with 3 javelins, that's pretty good. We can probably get that up pretty high. I imagine the base max is 25, which would mean we'd get an additional 1 per 5 levels, right? So we're looking at 6 spears total, or javelins total. So that's pretty good. It seems like it is indeed shotgunning as well, which is pretty cool. Meaning the shrapnel that comes off, only one piece of the shrapnel per javelin can hit an enemy, but if there's 3 javelins, they can get hit by the shrapnel 3 times, I think is what's happening. So when they're clustered together like that, it shotguns pretty well. Good thing for the blocking passive, huh? Still get stun locked pretty hard there, though. Can't hit anything. There we go. Yeah, I think those skulls are lowering my chance to hit for some reason. That's a very annoying enemy. The last character I played was the Cold Sork, which is, although it's technically a melee build, it doesn't matter whether you hit or not. Because the effect is you have a 100% chance on attacking, basically, to use the effect. So whether you hit or not doesn't actually matter for the build. Yeah, that's very annoying, not being able to hit. The passive that gives you life regen on blocking, I think, is going to be really, really key for our survivability, though. This one, what level do we get that at? 20? So 5 more levels. This increases block speed per level. Hmm. base defense, which doesn't matter if we're using a static frenzy, but we have to put 1 point in either way. This is at level 20 as well. I'm going to want to go for a static frenzy just for the attack speed, I think. Make it feel a lot better. It'll increase our DPS a lot as well. There we are. Not that the Heraldric Malice is really useful, but we'll head down to the jail.
What nightmarish tortures took place here?
Getting surrounded like that and stun locked with the blocking is rough. I honestly don't know what's better. Because they're going to put me into hit recovery as well, right? So I wonder if my hit recovery is worse than the blocking. We'll have to see. Not going to bother with the waypoint. Just head right to jail 2. We're going to go grab some potions, though.
Good day.
And we'll go hand the Heraldric Malice into Charcy.
Hi there. Oh, thanks. Greetings.
And I'm also going to buy a belt. Nice. And let me double check real quick about a rune word. I forget what the rune word is for rainbow. So I'm going to scroll down to belts. It is Ethrune. We're going to craft our first rune word here. We have Ethrune that creates a rainbow. Spell damage, we don't care. Summon minion resistance, we don't care. What we do care about is 14 elemental resist. It's a resist belt. That's basically it. That's what we care about. It has the physical resist and the increased enhanced defense from the superior base, but other than that, yeah. So yeah, belts have sockets, rune words in every item piece. That includes belts, boots, gloves, everything, other than jewelry.
Good day.
Now that I think about it, I wonder if there's a rune word javelin that I would like better. Yeah, double check that real quick as well. First one's at level 30, Eld Am. Attack speed, move speed, damage, fire damage, life stolen, ED crushing blow, slows target. Ort for... And one that gives tri-ele damage. That could be cool, actually. What if we just check normal javelins? Is there any? No. But we might want to just craft, like... Yeah, we might want to craft shark. Probably good for leveling. So we can craft our tiered unique. It is all new rune words. I think there might be some of the old ones in, but they're all reworked if they are. Man, I might have to just keep dumping points into our eviscerate until we can get it maxed, because the damage is feeling very slow. Me here, put more points in. Might want to just max it to get the damage, because it does rely on flat damage as well as your weapon. And we'll just go till we finish Act 1 here. Shouldn't be too long. Okay, inner cloister. It's there. Okay. Make sure it casts. I think I got interrupted the first time. The damage on these guys is no joke. Level are we now again? 16? We should be able to gamble maiden javelins now, which should be a huge damage increase. They're still on the filter, correct? They are. Wow, they are not wanting to show up. They're not show up at 16? I figured 16 they would have been good enough to show up, but perhaps I double checked the level. Required level 10. Yeah, they should be able to show up by now. I think we're just getting incredibly bad luck. There they are. We are. We do need some strength for these, though. Their base level, base damage 5 to 8, 5 to 11 for throw compared to the 2 to 6, so much better. We're gonna need some strength, though. I'll try and see if we can't roll another pair, maybe get a rare set of them. That base damage is going to make a huge difference in how much damage we deal, because we scale a lot off of our weapon damage. Eviscerate is a base 95% weapon damage, plus the added flat physical. Man, what is my strength at right now? Okay, I need to get it up a little higher. I need 43. We'll grab some more potions while we're here.
The Order welcomes you.
We don't have any gloves yet either. Can probably get some gloves with some attack speed. Grab some leather gloves. They are not white. I was gonna imbue them. Heavy gloves are fine. Also not white. You can strip them using crafting ingredients, but I guess I can do that. So we have here, is it oil of renewal? I think so. There, superior. Still have my stack of Eth runes on me too. 40 ED, kind of overkill, if I had to say so myself. Oh, I guess you can imbue blue ones. None of that is any good. But their defense, I guess. Okay. Go inner. So instead of Bone Ash, we have the Skeleton King. The single target on that is honestly just not as good. It will be better once, because it scales more on our weapon damage. It will be better once we get better gear and level it up, but we'll just keep using Eviscerate for now. Damage is comparable. Mana's maybe a little more. We can face tank this pretty well. And we got our level up as well. More into Eviscerate. Each level's adding a lot more flat physical damage now, which is good. Yeah. We'll see our damage start to get a lot better here, especially once we get enough strength to use these. So we can see our damage goes from 33 to 40, 33 to 39. Oh, it's because we're losing the fire damage that it added. That's why. And something is broken. I don't know what. But these javelins are going to be with us for quite some time. They'll be the first thing that I upgrade into a tiered unique. Oh my lord. The slows. Waste of time. Let's just move on. Takes too long to kill with the slow. And I love wasting my time, but, you know, video's already over an hour. Ooh. Little rough. Oh, I gotta kill these frozen guys. Please die. Please die already. God. Okay. There we go. Okay. That's rough. Oh, look at our attack speed with the slow. Holy crap. Waypoint because I will probably want to run some normal Andariel for farming, but I'll do that off screen. I think the blocking is probably just hurting more than helping. I don't know. For now, yeah. I would say for sure. In some cases, I don't know.
Good day.
Because we get stun locked so easily, but it does help us survive, so we have the waypoint. Hard to say. Because the blocking keeps us alive, but it also stops us from attacking. That is so bad. Hmm. How do we deal with this? Do we just go in with our Impale, maybe?
The Sisterhood welcomes you.
My god. Just can't deal with that many enemies at once. They don't have very... Like, the AoE just isn't good enough. Maybe we can get some better javelins with more damage? I don't know. It's definitely not easy. Depending on the build you're playing, some have really solid early games. Attack speed, ED, max damage. We'll wear those for now. That's slightly better.
Good day.
Go ahead and repair all as well. I don't know what was broken. Even with the shield on, we're just getting stun locked. Okay, what we're gonna do is take the shield off. We're gonna bloodlust beforehand. We're gonna pop a portal, and then we're gonna try and attack. This'll take a couple times probably. Uh, okay, okay. It's just too many enemies at once. This is a lot of deaths. Oh. Slowly rattling them down. This Mystic, very annoying. Those fireballs. They don't have very good fire res, so they just deal a crap ton of damage. F28, yeah. And they open the door to let more enemies in. Whew. Well, we gotta level up.
The order welcomes you.
Ease.
Impossible. I can't.
Oh, we're out of money. Wow. We should probably get a mercenary. That might help. Maybe we try that. Can't even afford one, though. Okay. You don't have the money for potions. Please. Oh no. This is bad. Okay, we got one of them. Oh, this is rough. That was a nightmare. And it's only going to get worse. Oh no. We're alive? Grab that money there. We'll see how this fight goes. She has a lot of new skills in this fight compared to LOD. She has meteors that she will use, which she hasn't used yet, thankfully.
Good day.
Those meteors. Okay. And we died. So, we can take a look at what she dropped here. Banner of Duncraig, which I don't want, and Catalyst of Disenchantment.
This maiden shall inflict.
This is going to be used a lot. You can right-click it to read it to have it show you what it does, but basically, the Catalyst of Disenchantment, you toss items in that you don't want, specifically tiered uniques, and you disenchant them into arcane shards. And those arcane shards are for crafting, which I will show off probably in the next episode. We'll go ahead and go east.
I know.
And I'll probably do a little bit of Andariel grinding in between episodes, and then I'll show off some of the crafting and the gear that we'll be using. I'll take a deeper look into specifically what gear I want to set up. I just want to kind of hop in and start off a fresh character. Little rough for the leveling so far, not gonna lie. Compared to some of the other builds I've played, Melee Necro, the Cold Sork, I love playing Vessel Din. There's a lot of really cool builds. This one, pretty rough to start off with, not gonna lie. But yeah, I'll see what you guys think in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, consider subscribing, and we'll see you all in a little bit.